SinfulColors and SinfulShine haul. A couple weeks ago, probably even a month ago now, Walgreens did a sale where SinfulColors were 99 cents, and they do the sale periodically. So, but the last time they did it, I went and I got a whole bunch of Sinfuls. Not all of the Sinfuls I'm showing I got during that sale, but I thought it would just be easiest to kind of lump them all together. So yeah, some of them cost, you know, I don't know, $2, and then I think I have one of the textured ones. I think that one might have been $3, but either case, all of them are still very affordable. I did film bottle shots and swatches outside in the sunlight, so I'm hoping that they turn out okay. I haven't looked at the footage yet, but I'm hoping that they turn out okay and that it looks good. And if it does look good, then as it continues to be sunny outside, I may continue to film my stuff outside just because, you know, you can see the sparkle better and things just look better in natural lighting anyway. Enough rambling about that though. I am just going to kind of grab and go, and they're not even really in any like color order. They're just kind of laid out. So I will just show you what I've got. So the first one here is called Hottie, and Hottie is a kind of like a cornflower blue jelly base, and then inside you have like a iridescent glitters, and I see like some really like micro glitter size and some like bigger medium sized ones. And this is pretty sheer on the swatch. You'll see 2 coats, and I'm not sure if you could get this one opaque on its own. A third coat maybe, but I still think you would see some of your visible nail line through the polish. But still, it's very pretty. I think it would be very nice layered over a white or a lighter color. You could do a darker color too, you know, obviously, but it's an interesting polish. I have heard that this is a dupe for an OPI that was in the Katy Perry collection. I don't know what that particular polish was called though. So I don't own that polish. I don't know, but it's just kind of a cool, different type of polish you don't see every day. And I like that it's kind of that cornflower blue, so it's not like super light, but it's not really dark. It's kind of muted. It's just an interesting color. Next up, I have this polish called Kissy, and this was quite a disappointment for me. In the bottle, this looks absolutely gorgeous. It's like emerald green and gold and shimmery, and it's kind of glass flecky and just beautiful, beautiful. But once you swatch it, it's just not as beautiful. In my swatch, I have 3 coats, and it's still pretty sheer. I haven't, you know, tried actually putting it on my nail, so I don't know how many coats you would need to get it opaque, or if you could get it opaque. You still see like the gold glass fleck in it, but it just like loses its deep darkness that you see in the bottle, and it just turns into like more of a sheared out color. Obviously, since it's a sheer polish, but it's kind of hard to explain. I just wish it's just not as pigmented as you see in the bottle, and that's the color I really like. I don't like the color so much once you swatch it and it kind of gets sheared out. So pretty in the bottle, but not so much on your nails. Next up, I have a very pretty cream polish for you, and this is called Royal Flush. It is a SinfulShine. You can see by the shiny cap. And this is just a really it's like a burgundy mauve wine color, but it's like a deeper shade. It's very, very pretty. I think this will be very beautiful for the fall. It's what I like about it is it's a darker, deeper shade, but it's still bright. So it's not like dark and vampy. It's like dark and bright. So it really just kind of pops. And I didn't wear this as a manicure, but I did actually swatch it on my nail, and it just looks very clean and feminine. Even though it's a darker color, it's just a very beautiful color, almost kind of neutral. I mean, you could maybe get away with it, you know, in some certain situations. It's not like super uber bright on your nails or anything like that. It's just, I don't know, it's just a very pretty purpley, burgundy, pinky kind of color. That's not a very good description, but it's just pretty. Another SinfulShine. This is called Patent Pleasure, and this is kind of an interesting polish. It is like an orange. It's a mid-tone orange, maybe a little bit on the deeper side. And in the bottle, you see a little bit of blue shimmer in it. You don't see like a ton, but you see a little bit. And then when I swatched it, you don't really see it much at all. But go out in the sunlight with this and the blue just flashes and you completely see it, and it really looks cool. So inside, it's not the best polish ever, but outside, I think that that shimmer looks amazing on this polish. And it's funny because when I had purchased this, I didn't even really notice the blue shimmer in it till I got home and I started playing with it, and I'm like, wow, this is a really pretty color. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's just kind of cool, and I think in the summertime it'll look really, really awesome. And I just want to mention really quickly that if I don't say anything about the formula, or if I don't say anything about how many coats it has, just assume then it has 2 coats of polish and that it has a good formula and nothing for me to comment on. I will only comment on the coats or the formula if I think it was either like amazing or bad, or if it took more or less than 2 coats. But because, you know, standard is 2 coats, good formula is pretty standard, so if it's anything outside of the norm, then you'll hear me say something. Another cream SinfulShine polish here. This is called In the Limelight, and this is just kind of a grassy green. You know, nothing too spectacular. This isn't a super unique shade. There's a lot of dupes out there for this, and honestly, I think I have like 2 or 3 other greens like this now. I don't know what it is, but lately I just have been all about green nail polish. I have more green nail polish than I thought I did, and green is becoming a color that I like a lot, which, I mean, that's not bad. It's just interesting because I'm just getting so much into green. But anyway, it's a pretty color. It's just kind of nice, grassy, mid-tone green. Another green for you. This is just part of the regular Sinful line, and this is called Exotic Green. And I did talk about this one in my monthly manis for March. I use this in a St. Patrick's Day manicure, and this is a really nice polish because it has a Crelly formula, and I really like the Crelly formula on this one. It's kind of a darker green. It's not like super dark, but it's not like a mid-tone grassy green either. It is a darker kind of hunter green, and the Crelly formula just kind of gives it that glossy, juicy look, and it's gorgeous. On the swatch, you'll see it has 3 coats of polish. But this is a really, really nice one, and I think that it just, having that Crelly formula just kind of gives it an oomph that other polishes don't have. Another SinfulShine here. This is a yellow cream, and this is called Banana Appeal. And again, nothing super spectacular. I would call this really just kind of your mid-tone Crayola yellow. Since it is a SinfulShine, it does dry a lot glossier than a normal yellow cream would, and it also kind of deepens the color a little bit. It's not a you know, pastel color by any means. This is really like kind of a bright mid-toned yellow. I think this would be really good for nail art. This is a pretty opaque, good polish. This next one here is like one of my more favorites that I've gotten recently in terms of SinfulColors. This is called Charmed, and this is a micro glitter mix, and it's really pretty. You could get this opaque on its own. It's very densely packed. It's, you know, has a really heavy silver base, silver glitter base, and then in it I just see kind of flashes of other colors. So I predominantly see like blue and red. But in the bottle, I kind of see maybe like some other different colors in there also. Maybe I see maybe a little orange and kind of coppery color. So I'm not sure if it's just pink and blue and it looks different in the bottle, or what, but it's just a very nice kind of elegant look. I think this would make a fantastic color for an accent nail. With the glitter being as fine as it is and having those little teeny tiny pops of color, I just think it makes it kind of different and not just your boring plain silver. So I think that'll really kind of give, you know, just that extra something special to an accent nail. And this one is called, I think you say it the facets. I'm not 100% sure if that's the correct way, but it is just a yellow textured polish. It just has yellow with yellow shimmers in it. It does kind of dry a little bit more matte than I would like. You still see the glitter. It's still pretty shimmery, but I wish it was just a little bit more shimmery. But you know, if that bothers you, you can definitely add a top coat. I'm not sure though if this is one that you can readily get. This is one that I just kind of found at Rite Aid, and I believe it was left over from the holiday collection, and it was just kind of sitting by itself on a shelf, so I don't know how easily available these are. But I have the green one like this too, and I really have to say, if you can find Sinful Colors Crystal Crushers, I'd really recommend checking them out because they're cheap and they seem to be really good textured polishes. Next up is a SinfulShine, and this is called Pecante. This is another cream polish, and this is a very bright pinky red. I'm not sure if I would call this red or pink. It's kind of on the line. It's definitely warmer toned, and when I look at it, I first think red, but then I kind of stop and I'm like, it kind of looks pink. It kind of looks like a hot fuchsia magenta type color. Either case, if you want to call this a red or a pink, it's a very pretty color. It's very bright, had a good formula. I do like this color. I like the contrast, how this looks with this like pewter colored top, so it makes me want to do a manicure with like a dark gray or black or something. I think it would be a really good color to have that contrast with it. This next one is called Rainstorm, and I actually found this one at Big Lots, so I don't know if this is a color they're maybe discontinuing, but if you like it, maybe go check your Big Lots because I just got it recently. But this is, I think Rainstorm is the perfect name for this shade. It makes me think of rain, and like it makes me think of like the clouds that roll in, like the dark clouds that you see before it rains. It's just a nice deeper blue. It's not navy. It's definitely lighter than navy, and it's more dusty than navy. It does have some gray in it, which makes it, you know, kind of that on the dustier side of the spectrum. So, you know, this isn't anything I'll probably wear until fall, but I think in the fall time this would make a really nice color. Next up is a polish called Starry Night, and this is a black base with lots of silver and holographic glitter in it, and it also has like gold shards in it as well. The shards are a little sparse though. You don't get a whole lot on your nails. I wish it had more of the shards in it because I think that's what makes this polish so unique. It definitely does remind me of Zoya Storm, but I think the glitter's not quite as dense, and this has more of the silver and holographic as opposed to just all holographic. But I really wish I had more of those shards because, like I said, I really think that could make this polish completely different from anything that I have, and I could get it on all of my nails as opposed to just one or two of my nails. Next up we have a glitter polish, and this is called Decadent, and this is in a clear base, and it has bigger and like micro glitter size hexes in here, and it's like a dark pink magenta color. It's very pretty. I like that it's not like regular pink, but it's not red either. It's just kind of a brighter, darker red, or I'm sorry, a brighter, darker pink. So I think that makes it, you know, kind of different and kind of layering over different things I think would look really cool. Another green here, and this one is called Pistache, and I'm sad because the name fell off of the bottom of this polish, but this is a pistachio pastel green type of shade. This is a cream polish, no glitter or shimmer in it. A very nice color. It's not quite dusty, but it's not really bright either. It's just kind of right in the middle of what a pastel should be, in my opinion. You know, I mean, I like bright pastels and I like dusty pastels also, but this just kind of seems like a true normal pastel to me. The next one is called Pinky Glitter, and this is like the exact same thing as Hottie, only pink. It has a lighter pink base, and then in it there's smaller and bigger size of iridescent glitters. So the formula seems the same. It's a little, well, I would say the opacity is about the same as the blue. Everything is the same except just a different color. Again, I think this would be really pretty layered over lighter or darker colors. I haven't tried getting this one opaque on its own. I'm not sure if you can, but still just kind of a different type of glitter than what you normally see. And lastly here we have another cream polish, and this is called atse. This is a beautiful color, and I think this is a unique color. May not be unique to other people, but in my opinion I think this is a unique shade. I don't have anything quite this shade in my collection. It is, atse is a very good name for it. I really think of like ocean waves when I look at this color. It's kind of a hard one to describe. I feel like this is a dusty shade, but at the same time it's also kind of a brighter shade. It is blue. I would definitely not call it like teal or green or anything like that. I would classify this as a blue, but it's an interesting kind of blue. I think there's just enough dustiness in it to kind of almost make it look maybe a little teal. I'm probably doing a horrible job describing this polish. You'll just look at it for yourself and you can see really this is just such an interesting shade in my opinion, like I said. And I think really what's so cool about it is how it looks dusty, but it also looks bright. I think that that's like hard to get in a polish, and because of that I think this is a very versatile polish. I think you could really use it in the spring, in the summer if you pair it with the right colors and make it look really nice and bright, and then in the fall if you pair it with other, you know, like darker colors or more dusty colors, it will look more like a dusty blue shade, and then you can get away with it in the fall too. So I think that this really could be an all year round polish, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful shade. So those were all the Sinful colors and Sinful shines I have bought recently. I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing the colors, and give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy seeing the swatches and the bottle shots outside, because then that will let me know that you guys like seeing it that way and I can continue to film it that way. As always, thank you so much for watching. All of my info like my blog and Instagram will be listed down below. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and until next time, peace, love, and polish. Bye guys!